we looked at Caesar ciphers. That's the most basic type of cipher. We felt pretty comfortable with it. So how many keys are there for a Caesar cipher? Either 26 or 25, depending on whether or not you're going to allow the identity shift of not shifting at all. We could say there are 26, although practically only 25 are useful. I'm going to propose a new type of Caesar cipher to you, which is called the alternating Caesar cipher. Instead of picking one key, instead of picking one letter, I'm going to pick two letters. And when I write my message, I'm going to alternate which letter I'm using to shift. Now you alternate them directly. You go one then the other, one then the other. So let's say that I had my two letters be B and D. Can you give me a brief message to encrypt with B and D as my key? Now this, even though this is two pieces of information, this is one key, because the key is whatever information you need to encrypt and decrypt the message. So this is not two keys. This is just one key, even though it's two letters. But would you give me a short message to encrypt? Happy Friday. What a great message. Life is beautiful. Happy Friday. All right, and I'm not going to write spaces. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start with B. I'll alternate every other letter with B, and then I'll alter the ones I don't encrypt with B, I will encrypt with D. So H, if we shift it forward by 1, so the two shifts are going to be for B, we'll shift forward by 1. And for D, we'll shift forward by 3. So I write out Happy Friday. So H will become shifted forward one letter, which is I, right? And then A will go shifted forward 3 letters. So A, B, C, D. And then I want y'all to do the rest of this and report back to me if you would. So I want to be sure that everybody understands what we're doing. So when I did the process, I got this. Y'all agree with this? Is it okay? Now, the question is, how many keys are there? We want to look at the security of our alternating Caesar compared to our original Caesar. Is our alternating Caesar more secure than a regular Caesar? How much more secure? Is it twice as secure? 10 times as secure? 100 times as secure? 25 times as secure? Why? Yeah, so let's look at how many keys are there in this. If we don't allow A, we have 25 choices for the first letter times 25 choices for the second letter. We're using the product principle here, and I'll have 25 squared possible keys. So there are 25 squared, and I don't know what that number is, and I don't have to off the top of my head. I can always calculate it later. The important thing is I know the number of keys that I have, and that there are 25 keys for Caesar. There are 25 squared for alternating Caesar. It's 25 times as secure. Now, is there anything that says I couldn't do this with more than 2 letters and just keep cycling through? Could I pick a 3-letter word and then just make it be